Marc Bauer. I'm from the French Culinary Institute. Today, I would like to talk about mincing garlic. I take my head of garlic, put my whole body over the garlic, and it crushes it. So I remove the cloves like this. Now, if you just want a clove at a time, you just remove it. But much more dramatic that way. So at this point, I will just remove the root of the garlic, which is like what is holding the whole clove together. And this will help us in removing the skin before I crush it. So I just methodic at removing that root. Some people don't go through that, but this is just a choice. For consistency, I like to do that. Now, sometimes the garlic germinates. You will see, you will slice it in half, and you will have a germ in the middle. You might want to remove that. But this is a fresh garlic. It's been kept cool, no problem. Later in the season, sometimes the garlic also germinates, like towards the spring. Anyway, at this point, I will crush it. One garlic clove at a time. What you do with that is that it will allow you to remove the skin. As you remove the root, the skin will come off very easily. You can use your paring knife. It will help you to remove that skin. Okay, that's it. Clean up my station. And put the garlic right in front of me. What I will do now is I will crush it again one more time. Some people like to use salt. I just like to chop it as is. The technique in cutting the garlic, in mincing the garlic, is holding about ½ pound pressure with my left hand, holding the end of the knife with like 2 or 3 fingers, and go so that I have a nice balance. And you go back and forth. So you go slowly first, it's easier. Remember, one tip is to hold the very edge of the end of the knife over here. And once I'm finished, I will crush one more time. And same thing. Crush it. Again, you can put salt if you wanted to. So you really want to make sure that the knife, the bolster, is really off the board, so you have that leverage on going in. If you do it in the middle of the board, you can't really go up and down. Here, I can really move. Now, this is also when a long chef's knife comes in handy. You have more surface area to cut. So I'm pretty much have my products. I'm ready. This is minced garlic.
Garlic is one of the most used ingredients in the Canadian Living Test Kitchen. We use it raw, as a seasoning, or roasted whole. Here are some basics you need to know to cook with garlic. A fresh head of garlic should feel heavy in your hand, and the skin will tightly adhere to the garlic. This is a head. The sections that make up the head are called cloves. To easily remove the skin from a clove, place the clove onto a cutting board, and with the flat side of a wide knife, smack the clove with just enough force to slightly break it open. The skin should slide off easily. Sometimes garlic has started to sprout. This part of the garlic is indigestible and should be removed. It's easy to do with a little paring knife. To mince garlic, roughly chop into small pieces, and with the help of a bit of salt, smash the garlic against the cutting board, holding down the edge of your knife and scraping the minced garlic from the board as you go. Check out our video library for more tips from the Canadian Living Test Kitchen.
I'm going to take like this really tough end of the garlic, and first of all I'm just going to cut that right off. Oh, look, I actually have several little cloves there. That's just fine. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So see, there's this pointy end, and there's this really tough end. I'm just going to cut that tough end off, put it aside. You can see I still have all the skin on top of the garlic. I don't want to eat that, and I don't want to sit here and try to peel it all day long because it's kind of a pain. So what I'm going to do instead is just put it down. I have a big knife. I'm going to put the big end of the blade right on there, put my hand over the top, press down on it, and it crushes it just a bit, so you can see that now it's easy to peel. It comes right off. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now here I have like multiple cloves in this one little piece here, but that's fine. I'm going to do the same thing. Ooh, you can hear that one. Okay. And again, the skin is just going to come right off. Makes it pretty hassle-free. Now what I'm going to do here is just go ahead and cut it a couple times. Cut this one a couple times. I do want it to be minced. So if you're using a large knife like this, you can just keep the pointed end down. Take your blade over to one side where you're going to cut. So you have your fingers on top, so they're not down there where you could possibly get cut. And then you just kind of rock the blade and going kind of slow over what you're cooking. And you can use it to kind of scoop it all back where you want it. Do the same thing. Okay? See? Minced garlic. Just like that.